Job number 2026-3534-2. We're accessing a drain tile through a Clearwater sump crock opening. We are about 30 feet in on the counter. We're at a stop point that the camera can't get any farther beyond. And this position is located along the north wall of the basement, very near the below the entryway of the door on the first floor. This appears to be a 90-degree turn. What it appears to be is 3-inch concrete drain tiles that have been mitered in two 45-degree cuts and butted together. The camera favors looking to the left, so we don't see around the turn, but right at that vantage point, if we're imagining the right side of the screen, that is the 90-degree turn that would continue with the concrete drain tile. And to the kind of center of the screen, really favoring left, is the tip of the miter of the two pieces of concrete drain tile. So the camera can't get beyond that, but we certainly can surmise that this is a mitered joint. We also look at the top of the curvature. We can see a little bit of the edge, the blunt edge of the concrete drain tile piece for the adjoining miter, creating a 90-degree turn. We located this position with the camera locator. Passing back, we can see relatively clean concrete drain tile. We have what is likely a bleeder connection, connecting the outside drain tile loop with the inside loop here. We can see the opening off to the left, and we can also see a piece of drain tile butted against that opening. So just rough cuts made with probably chipping methods. Passing back here, we're running parallel with the foundation wall. Again, nice clean concrete drain tile. Another opening in the left-hand side there, likely another bleeder connection. And now here we have yet another bleeder connection. Or actually, that is a little bit of misalignment in the pipe, rather. So the pipe has been is turning in an arch, now heading towards the crock area. We're going from parallel with the foundation to an angling away. So they used the concrete drain tile pieces and just butted them and kind of flexed the joint rather than actually cutting an angle to the pipe. We've got to have a couple locates on this piping along the way. Yet again, another branch here, likely heading over to a bleeder. And then here's where we have our junction point. It's literally right next to the connection to the sump crock. What we have here appears to be a cross fitting. So when we look to the left, we have the branch that we've just gone in. Straight ahead, we've already looked at, but this basically just dead ends in dirt, gravel. There's no continuance of that direction. And then now we are gonna head off to, if we can, we're gonna try to get the camera into this rightward connection. We're gonna push pause to do that. All right, so now we've gone up the other side of this drain tile cross junction. We are at a stopping point. It looks to be possibly a T connection, or it could be another, possibly could be a miter joint, but it looks more like a T because it's pretty open on the right-hand side. The left-hand side is definitely the 90 turn heading to additional portions of the drain tile loop system. This position happens to be directly underneath the basement water heater. So again, it's right in the corner of the basement, so it's certainly a 90-degree turn, possibly a T that's allowing a bleeder to enter into there. So as we pass back, again, we can see the mitered piece of concrete not perfectly lined up with the piece that we're sitting in right now. Here we have a little opening on the side of the pipe, likely accepting a bleeder. And we have another turn. Right now we're at the corner of what is the fireplace structure, a little bump out in the foundation wall. So it's a little bit of an offset in the pipe, again, kind of a cheated fitting, angling back towards the perimeter. Here again, we have another opening in the pipe, likely accepting a bleeder, foundation bleeder. We're kind of underneath the basement refrigerator right now. And about to get to our cross. So that's another offset in the piping, a little bit of a cheated fitting. We're getting very close to our sump crock connection. Here we are, passing back through our cross. All right, so coming out of the branch of that cross, and here is the central branch. Again, we have our orientation point, which is the straight in that we saw initially. And then here is our Clearwater crock.